Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our virtual summer reading. I have completely lost count of what day it is. I do, however, know we're over halfway through our summer reading program. That makes Mrs. V a little bit sad, but we've got some awesome things coming up for the next couple weeks of our summer reading. But today, we're going to take it back to a story that you guys have all heard. This one's got a little bit of a twist. This one's Three Little Pigs and the Somewhat Bad Wolf. So let's get started. It says, once there were 3 little pigs. They lived on a farm, as most pigs do, and were happy, as most pigs are. Then one day the farmer told them that he and his wife were moving to Florida. He paid the pigs for their good work and sent them on their way. Let's buy potato chips, said the first pig. Let's buy soda pop, said the second pig. Let's buy building supplies, said the third pig, who was altogether unpig-like. Can you guys guess which one he is? Reluctantly, the others agreed. The first pig decided to build a straw house. Since straw was cheap, he had plenty of money left over for potato chips. The second pig decided to build a stick house. Sticks are practically free, so he had lots of money left over for soda pops. The third pig decided to build a brick house. She spent all her money on bricks and mortar, but the man at the hardware store gave her a sandwich. Soon the straw house was finished. It was dusty and musty, but the first pig did not mind. He rocked in his hammock and ate potato chips. Soon after that, the stick house was done. It was small, and there was no room for a bathtub. The second pig did not mind. He took a mud bath and drank soda pop. Brick by brick, the third pig worked on her house. Sometimes the other pigs would come by to watch. They had a wonderful time. Finally, the brick house was finished. It was big, beautiful, and strong. The third pig was very happy. She filled a basket with vegetables from her garden. The next day, a wolf came to town. He was very hungry and somewhat bad. He went to a donut shop, but it was closed. He went to a hot dog stand, but it was closed. Finally, he went to a pizza parlor, but he wasn't allowed in. He left in a very bad mood. Soon he came to the straw house. It smelled like pig. I like pig, he said, not in a friendly way. He banged on the door. Who is it? Called the first pig. The wolf. Open up or I'll blow your house down. I think the door is stuck, said the pig. So the wolf huffed and puffed and he blew the house down. I can't believe that worked, he said. He had never blown down a house before. Quickly, the first pig got in her scooter and sped away. The wolf moved on, hungry but confident. He came to another house that was built of sticks. Same piggy smell, he said. He knocked on the door. Who is it? Called the second pig. Wolf, open up or I'll blow your house down. Trust me, he added. I've done it before. I think the door is jammed, said the pig. So the wolf took an enormous breath, and he huffed and puffed and blew the house down. I'm amazed that works, he said. Meanwhile, pig number 2 got on his bike and rode away. The wolf was still hungry. Very, very hungry. The hungry wolf came to a beautiful brick house. He noticed a familiar scooter and bicycle, and the house reeked of pig. The somewhat bad wolf rang the doorbell. Who is it? Called the pigs. The wolf! Open up or I will blow this house down. Oh no, said the pigs. Not now. We are watching our favorite show. The starving wolf took a enormous breath, and he huffed and he puffed and he huffed, puffed and huffed, and huffity, puff, huffed. After the huffing and puffing stopped, the third pig said, Do you think he's still out there? The 3 pigs looked through the window and saw the wolf collapsed on the lawn. Look at that poor guy, said the first pig. He's exhausted. Maybe he needs some potato chips. The second pig added, and some sody pop. The 3 pigs revived the wolf, while some smelling salts, and invited him in. The somewhat bad wolf was embarrassed. I was so hungry I could not think straight. Have a potato chip, said the first pig. Have a sody pop, said the second pig. Never mind that stuff, said the third pig. Dinner is almost ready. Since their houses were wrecked, the first 2 pigs moved in with the third pig. My house, my rules, she said. She made them clean their rooms before they went out to play. The wolf stayed too, but there was no more huffing or no more puffing, and he was hardly ever bad again. The end. Kind of like our normal 3 little pigs, right? Except this wolf, not so bad. So today, we are actually going to make our own little pig and little wolf. So we're going to start with a little pig, and then, we'll add a little wolf. So this is our project for today. So this is what is called origami. It's where you take a regular piece of paper and fold it and make it into something else. So that's what we're going to work on today. So what I want you guys to do is get out your bags of supplies. And you will need either glue or glue stick and some scissors. So Mrs. V's got her glue stick and her very big scissors. I couldn't find my smaller ones that are big enough for my hands. And first we just need our pink square piece of paper, our dark pink piece of paper, and our 2 googly eyes. The other pieces will wait. We're going to start with our pig first. Okay? And this part is pretty simple. Now, this is a little bit of a twist of origami. Traditional origami is more like our wolf, where it's just the piece of paper and you don't add anything to it. But this little pig is a little bit different. We're going to add a couple extra pieces to it, okay? So first, let's go ahead, and I want you guys to cut out these 3 pieces, okay? Try your best to stay on the line. If you need any help from mom or dad, grandma and grandpa, or older brother or sister, whoever's with you, go ahead and ask them, because these pieces are kind of small. So if you need a little help because they are small, that's perfectly fine. But if you don't, I sure want you to try your scissor skills all by yourself. And Mrs. V is going to cut hers out here in a second. And once you have your pieces cut out, we don't need them right away. I want you to set them to the side, okay? And be very, very careful to not lose them because they are pretty small. And let me finish cutting off. This is my ears for my little pig here. And then the circle part, of course, is our nose. I know what I forgot. I forgot either a pen or a marker. And we'll need that to make the little marks on the nose. So I guess we won't do it right away because I didn't bring it over here with me. And once you have this, that's your trash. You can put that to the side. And we're done with our scissors already for the day, so you can put those to the side. We've got our googly eyes and our nose pieces right here. And this is going to turn into our pig. If at any point today I go too fast, just make sure you pause your video and then just rewind it and listen to it again. So if you're not quite done cutting with your pig's ears and nose, go ahead and take a pause. And once you're all finished with that, go ahead and hit play again, and we'll start this part. So we're going to take our square pink, we're going to turn it kind of like this, and we're going to fold it in half. All right, so once you have it folded in half, you always want to make sure that you kind of push it, press it down a little bit, makes a nice crisp fold, okay? So now we folded it in half and made a triangle. Excellent, guys. We're going to take this corner, we're going to fold it up to this corner. I'm going to try my best to fold these in a way that you're not seeing the back of my hand the best I can today. So we're going to fold that up like that. See, so we made this corner here, fold up to that corner. Once you have them, then you kind of push it down. And we're going to do the same thing with this corner. Now this part right here, where the both of them fold together, might get a little crunchy because you're kind of pushing them right next to each other. Just be careful. And now we have kind of a smaller square. And I'll wait a second for you guys to kind of catch up. Okay, I want you guys to actually unfold your piece. I know, Mrs. V, we just folded it. Why are we unfolding it? There's a reason. In origami, you do a lot of folding, unfolding, flipping over, folding another way. This time we're folding it down, and we're going to take this and we're going to fold it right down to the middle here, okay? So now we have it like this. And the next part's kind of silly. What we're going to do is we're going to take this corner here and we're going to tuck it, because see, now we have, like, if you hold it right here, it's kind of like a pocket, right? So we're going to take this and we're going to fold it down into that pocket. I'm going to do it the other way, and I'm going to do mine kind of sideways because I can't hold it very well if I do it the other way. But if I do it if I do it this way flat, you guys won't be able to see very well. So you're going to take this, you're going to bend it in to that little kind of pocket there and put it in there. See, and when it bends down and it bends in there, you can push and press your fold down. And you're going to do the same thing to this one. Kind of fold it down into there. Okay? Whoops, I dropped it. Fold it down into there. And now you kind of have a pocket. Now we're going to flip it over. And I always push mine down to make sure I got it good and folded. My folds aren't super neat like my first one because I'm doing it kind of up in the air for you guys. So I apologize. It doesn't look as neat. But you guys do yours down at the table or wherever you're working, so that way you can fold a little bit better. You don't have to fold it up in the air like Mrs. V is. I'm only doing that because of the camera. There's our first part. Again, if you guys need to pause, to catch up at any time today, because there's lots of little folds and pieces. The great thing about today is we've got our video, so you guys can pause, rewind. Wait, what did Mrs. V just do? Pause it and rewind it and do it again. Play it again, okay? So once you're all caught up to this part, this is where we need our glue or our glue sticks. And Mrs. V just grabbed a glue stick. Glue sticks work great for the ears and our nose piece. They might not work the best or the easiest for your little googly eyes. But what we're going to do first is we're going to take this guy. See, here's our fold. We're actually going to turn him over because we're going to want to put our ears from the back side. So we're going to put him here. And I'm going to take my glue off. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right on the edge right here. I don't need very much, just on the edge right there. And I'm going to take one of my ear pieces and I'm going to put him here. Press that down there. And the pig's ears can go down, flop downwards. If you like if you want your piggy's ears to be pointing upward, you can do it however you like. We're going to put a little bit of glue on this side and get our other ear. Now our ears are on there. And Mrs. V didn't do them very straight, did I? Because I'm doing it in the air. There. Okay. And now our little nose. We don't need very much glue on here. They stay pretty. So we'll put a little bit of glue on there. And you're going to stick it right here. Now, if you kind of put your finger in there, you won't accidentally glue it to here. You want this part to stay open because there's a little secret about our pigs today. So you don't want this to be on here and glue this shut. So if you stick your finger underneath there and kind of hold it, you'll make sure, and it's okay if it hangs over a little bit, or if it hangs over a lot, that's totally up to you. So if you want your piggy nose to be way down there and hang over, that's fine. Just make sure you don't glue it to the back side. Okay, so there's our nose. And you guys, once your glue is all dry, you guys can draw little circles, either with a marker or a pen, even a pencil, and make him have little nostrils for his nose. Okay, and then you're gonna put your googly eyes on. And Mrs. V is gonna get as much glue. If you're using a glue stick, kind of go like this. You're gonna have to rub it around quite a bit. If you're using a bottled glue, a little bit of glue goes a long way, okay? So you don't want to put too much glue on it, but glue stick with the googly eyes, you're gonna wanna put a lot of glue on it, okay? Whoop, there's one eyeball. We'll put some more glue on here. And there's another eyeball. Whoop, I got glue on my finger, so he wants to stick to me instead of paper. And there he is. See, he doesn't look quite finished, right? Because I forgot our marker. So so here's my finished guy, and I'm going to set him aside to let him dry. Now, if you put a lot of glue on the back and you glue on the front, you might want to find something, even your glue stick, even your glue stick maybe, and kind of try to prop it on there, or set him kind of like this, so you don't lay it completely flat if you have lots of glue showing on the outside of your pieces, because you don't want to set it on the table or wherever you're working and have it dry to what you're doing, okay? So if you accidentally put a lot of glue on it, that's okay, it'll dry. Just kind of maybe sit them like this a little bit. Maybe just set them real gently, don't push it down too hard. See if you can get it to prop up somewhere, so that way it'll dry. Mrs. V's doesn't have a lot of extra glue on the back, so I can just let mine sit right there, okay? So now we're done with our glue sticks. Now, I told you there was a little bit of a surprise with our pig, okay? So the reason you didn't want to glue your pig all the way together was because this little pig is actually what is called a corner bookmark. So it goes, so here's our book from today. If you want, you can use it like a bookmark and slide it right on the corner. then it holds your spot. So if I didn't quite finish my story today and I was on this page right here and I needed to go, I can slide it right like that, close my book, and voila, I have a little corner piggy bookmark. Pretty cool, huh? Let's work on our wolf. Again, if you guys aren't quite to this point yet, remember, pause, rewind, play again. But if you're ready to move on, let's try our wolf. Our wolf is a little bit harder than our pig. So if you need help, not a lot harder, but a little bit. And this one, I gave some instructions too. So if you want to follow along with those. So the only thing you need for your little wolf here is your gray piece of paper. And you should have something like this. Instructions, okay? It shows you how to fold your wolf. Now, these are origami instructions. So if you guys have ever tried to do origami before or would like to, you can look it up on the computer. You can have mom or dad, grandma, and grandpa. You can look it up and you can use any kind of paper and such to do things. There's all sorts of things that you can do, and origami is super cool. And some of it's easy and some of it's harder, but there's a lot of them that come with directions just like this that give you step by step and pictures on how to fold, on how to fold things. So we're gonna use this and we're gonna do our wolf. And I'm gonna try my best again to fold it without having it where my hands show in the way. So just like our pig, we're gonna